Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday.
Hello, yes, everybody. Thank you so much for hopping on with us. We are Polly and Robbie, and we're super excited to talk to you today about some things that are going to make your health better, make your life easier, and just make you feel amazing.
Absolutely. So we've been doing these Wellness Wednesdays for a few weeks now. I think we maybe had to skip last week. I can't remember. There was one week that we had to skip, but we really would love some feedback, you guys. So if you want to just let us know, are you watching or, did you get anything from this? Are you gaining value? Because that's the whole purpose of it. And today we're going to talk about one of our favorite things. Of course, it's my favorite because my name is in it, but it's polyphenols. And I'm actually drinking some polyphenols right now as well. So I thought I would just, I should have worn like green or something, but
Yeah.
to really make the whole anyway. All right. So I'm going to hand it over to Robbie because, as y'all know, I say this every time, but it's true. She knows way more than I do about all the things. I'm just arm candy for Robbie.
That's not true.
I'm
But
polyphenol candy.
yes, she's the name. It's all in the name. So yeah, so you guys know I love nutrition. It's my passion. And there's so many things we can do for our wellness, and they're all great, like exercise and getting a lot of sleep and drinking water. All those things are great. But at the end of the day, what you put in your body determines your wellness, whether it's either fighting disease or feeding it, period. That's just the way it is. So, one of the things that is important that we get in our diet is polyphenols. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today because a lot of people may not even know what that is, or you might know a little bit about it, but you're not exactly sure why you need it. So polyphenols are, and I have notes here because this is science stuff and I don't want to mess anything up. So polyphenols are a category of compounds that naturally occur in plant-based foods. So fruits, vegetables, herbs, spices, tea, we get dark chocolate is a good source, wine, grapes, that kind of stuff. And what they do is they perform as antioxidants. They kind of act like antioxidants in the body. So they neutralize harmful free radicals and that cause damage to our cells. So everybody kind of knows what free radicals and antioxidants. Polyphenols perform as antioxidants and they assist. So they're important. They help prevent the damage to cells, and that increases our risk of like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. Okay, those are all the main things that we don't want to get, and not 100%, but for a big percentage, we can help kind of prevent or at least slow the progress of those diseases with lifestyle and diet. So there's over 8,000 types of polyphenols. So get a pang. So I'm going to talk about them all. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. There's a lot. There's a lot of them. We're not going to talk about them all, but I just want to give you some basics, give you an idea of why they're good for you, how they benefit you, and then give you a list of some of them how you can get them from foods. So the main thing I want to talk about is the amount and type of polyphenols in your foods because you get them directly from whole foods. How much is in there and the quality and the kind of how they work, the polyphenols in your food is directly related to where your food is grown. So the origin, how ripe is the food when you get it, okay? How it was farmed. So what was the process of farming? Was it organic? Was it, how did they grow it? How it was transported, okay? And how it's stored, and then also how it's prepared. So all of those are a lot of variables from the time the farmer plants the seed to the time it gets to your plate at dinner time. Those are all things you also can't control because it's pretty challenging and would be pretty difficult to go back and find the source for all of those things unless you're growing all of your own food. And if you are, that's great, but I don't think you're growing everything. It's not possible in today's life. So some benefits of polyphenols. First is they can lower blood sugar levels. Okay, this is a great, they help lower your blood sugar levels. They contribute to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. So type 2 diabetes, for the most part, is something we can control with our lifestyle. Okay, so eating the right kinds of foods, getting lots of antioxidants, polyphenols in our diet through whole foods is a great option. The way that they do this is they prevent the breakdown of starch into simple sugars, and that lowers the likelihood of blood sugar spikes after meals. So that's how they work. They kind of work in conjunction with your digestion, which I'm also going to talk about. There have been many studies that link polyphenol-rich diets to lower fasting blood sugar levels. and then higher glucose tolerance, increased insulin sensitivity. And these are all very important factors in lowering our risk for type 2 diabetes, okay? Type 1, different thing, we're talking about type 2. And among polyphenols, research suggests that, I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'll do my best, anthocyanins may offer the most potent antibiotic effect. They're typically found in red, purple, and blue foods, such as spirulina, berries, currants, and grapes. So those are all things we need to be getting into our diet, not once a month, not every now and then, but this is like daily, you need to be getting this stuff into your body. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is they help lower your risk of heart disease. They believe this is largely due to the antioxidant properties that polyphenols contribute, and that reduces chronic inflammation, which is a risk factor for heart disease. So by lowering inflammation, but also inflammation is a factor in all disease, okay, contributor to all disease, but we're talking about lowering the risk of heart disease. They help to reduce risk of developing blood clots. And blood clots are formed when platelets circulating in your bloodstream begin to clump together. And this process is known as platelet aggregation, and it's useful in preventing excess bleeding. So what polyphenols do is help your body to not overdevelop these clots, okay, to be at a healthy level. All right, the next thing is they help protect against cancer. We all know that diet is directly related to help preventing cancer. Can we prevent it all? No, but we can slow it down, and we can definitely increase our survival rate by having a healthy body to fight it with. So research consistently has linked diets rich in plant foods to a lower risk of cancer. Many experts believe that polyphenols are partly responsible for this. Polyphenols have strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, both of which are beneficial for cancer prevention. All right, and then the last thing I want to talk about is they promote healthy digestion. They benefit digestion by promoting the growth of the beneficial gut bacteria and fending off harmful bacteria. Getting plenty of antioxidants and polyphenols in our diet from whole food sources, okay? So I wanted to mention, also the last thing is they also promote brain function, okay? Sorry, there's always more, right?
There's so much.
Polyphenol Polyphenol-rich foods boost your focus and your memory. So we can also help as we get older, these things start to decline. So a diet that's rich in antioxidants, polyphenols, is going to help maintain brain health, help us to stay focused and stay sharp and remember where we put our keys, right? Oh my gosh. So some of the foods that are rich in polyphenols, and this is the thing that is so amazing to me, okay? There's 75, these are the most rich foods with polyphenols. There's 75 of them. So apples, apricots, chokeberries, red currants, black elderberries, black grapes, blackberries, blueberries, grapes, grapefruit, lemon, cherries, nectarines, peaches, pears, pomegranates, plums, raspberries, strawberries, artichokes, asparagus, right? Broccoli, carrots, endive, potatoes, red chicory, red lettuce, red and yellow onions, spinach, and shallots. Are you noticing a trend here? A lot of color in these foods, right? So legumes, black beans, tempeh, tofu, soybean sprouts, soy meat, soy milk, soy yogurt. I'm not a big fan of soy, but they do contain polyphenols. White beans, all the nuts and seeds, grains, oats, rye, whole wheat, and then herbs and spices are a wonderful source of polyphenols and antioxidants. I'm not going to name all those because there's a lot. And then there's also the teas, green tea, black tea, dark chocolate, ginger, olives and olive oil, vinegar, red wine, those kinds of things. So including all foods of these categories into your diet provides a body of wide variety of polyphenols. We cannot eat all of these foods every day. Like, it's just not possible. But we still have to get this into our body. So thank goodness for some products that you can get into your body every day that are going to help you get these in. So I'm going to hand it over to Polly, and she's going to talk about that.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what a great comprehensive overview. The other thing that polyphenols, I didn't realize this, but I was reading some stuff this morning and listening about, and they can help actually with anti-aging, which is so crazy, you know? So there's a good stress and a bad stress, and they do this sort of like good stress thing on your body to promote healing and to promote like just things that help with anti-aging. I'm obviously not the most scientific person, but I will say this, like Robbie said, getting all of these things in, y'all, forget it, right? I mean, and who, I know there are a few unicorns out there who do grow their own food, and I think it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And growing up, honestly, we lived on 20 acres and we had a giant garden, and we grew a ton of our food, and probably helped us stay super healthy, but it is very difficult to do that, especially in today's world. We're always on the go. I know I would never get the things I need if I didn't use the supplements I use. And it's funny because Robbie and I both have fitness backgrounds, and I was in fitness for almost 40 years, and I never took vitamins because I just didn't believe in pills, and all that. But what changed my mind with Arbonne is, and especially what we want to talk about with our greens, our superfood greens, is that it is crushed up whole foods. Like Arbonne doesn't do pills. We do actual food. So the greens is crushed up, cold pressed whole food, dehydrated, like just the gamut. It's 36 fruits and vegetables in every scoop. I just finished a green shake. I had my green glow gut shot this morning. And there's just no way possible that I would get all these things. So some of the things that are in our greens that Robbie talked about, pomegranate. Oh my gosh. And again, how many times do you go get a pomegranate at the grocery store? I mean, it's easy to get apples and whatever, but okay, some people I know out there buy pomegranates. So y'all are probably going to come at me, y'all people that buy pomegranates, but I never see them in the grocery store. I don't even look up for them. But we have pomegranates and cherries and red coffee bean, and we have we have blueberries and some of the other berries, right? Because it's very prevalent in berries. Y'all can tell that I maybe drank too many greens and too much fizz this morning because I'm like so excited about polyphenols. But just know that there is a solution. I guess that's what I want to say. There is a way for you to, and the other thing is the way that all of Arbonne's nutrition products, all of Arbonne's products, but the way that it's sourced, non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free, all these things, the way that we test on the front end and the back end for heavy metals and other contaminants, that is the other thing about this, is you don't have to worry about or concern yourself with where was it sourced and how did it, whatever, because Arbonne's whole purpose is to get it to you as clean as possible. So I just love the convenience of it. I love the fact that it has everything that I need, along with some other, products that we have. And we're not saying like, oh, this is the only thing. I mean, certainly go out and get some other things. I actually just ordered some of my favorite vegan dark chocolate, and I had to order it because you can't always find it. And, I love that I can have that too. Like I can have other things as well, but it's just, knowing that you're already, like, I probably do 3 scoops of greens a day. I know that might freak some people out, but I do a green glow gut shot. I do greens. If I do 2 shakes a day, greens are in both of them because I love the flavor and I love what it's doing for my body. So, it's just, that is one way that you can get, and there's other benefits of the greens as well. So it's not just the polyphenols. You're also getting so many other things that you might not get, antioxidant protection and all of that. But, we're talking about polyphenols today. So that is it from me. We would love to definitely hear your questions and share more with you, and really kind of hear what you want to hear next. What else, Robbie? Did I miss anything about our greens?
No, you didn't miss anything, but you reminded me of something that I forgot to mention before. One of the things I love about the Arbonne greens and all the products really is they do come from real foods. They're whole foods. Mm-hmm. You can buy supplements for all the things, for antioxidants, for polyphenols, for, the omega-3s, all that stuff. However, keratin, all those things. When they make supplements, they just take that one item, that vitamin, that mineral, that supplement, they separate it and they put it in a pill and you take it. But what happens is the way that the food that it comes from is created, like a carrot, it's got keratin in there and the vitamin A, but there's also all the other things in there that make that more effective. So when you just take a supplement that's processed and removed from the whole food, it's not going to work the same in your body as the whole food, okay? Because they're, call it whatever you want, but food was designed and created to work as a whole in the body. So what I love about Arbonne is they get their greens from the whole food. They don't just pull out like antioxidants and different things and put it in there. It's the entire food. So you're getting the actual benefit as if you ate the real food, but you don't have to eat 36 of them. So that's the other thing that's super important. So anytime you're looking at supplements or nutritional products, that's key. How is it sourced? How is it put together? Where did it come from? That's so important. And with Arbonne, we know because they stand behind their product. We know that's true.
Yeah.
That's a benefit to Arbonne product.
Yeah, totally agree. And that was honestly what changed my mind about and also just I could never use for instance protein powder that had whey in it or whatever. It would mess up my stomach. Even certain other kinds of supplements would always mess up my stomach. So I always believed in getting everything you could from your diet, from your whole foods, but it is just near impossible to do that. So yeah, that was the thing that really changed my mind about Arbonne was the fact that it is whole food. It's crushed up whole food, you know, in its cleanest form. I don't know why when I do these things, my nose is always runs, but it does. It's like a nervous response. And y'all, I'm like embarrassed, but my nose is running like crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to pass it to you to close us out, Robbie, because of that. And
all right. Well, thank you guys so much. And again, like Polly said, reach out to us. Let us know if there's other stuff you want to know about. We will be happy to dive in and get some answers for you. But have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time.
thanks, Robbie. Bye, everybody.